Okay, grade 10s, this is what you need to know for this upcoming summative in grade on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, keep in mind, the formulas I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put this, I'm going to have a link of this on the bottom of this video. So, in the YouTube video, so just go and look, you can go look at it through that link. Keep in mind, none of these things, formulas will be given. So I do expect you to know all three of these triangles. The only thing that you'll be given is the periodic table, the same exact periodic table that I've given you. You're not allowed to bring your own. You can only use the one I'm giving you. You will need a calculator, as you probably know by now, and you should have I prefer pencil and eraser, but if you decide to use pen, keep in mind that your chances are might make mistakes, and pen will be messy. So you need to know this triangle for the volume of gas at RTP or STP. Keep in mind RTP's 1 mole is 24 liters, and the other one is 1 mole equals 22.4. Now, in terms of molar concentration, this triangle, it's one that I found on the internet. Keep in mind that the concentration I've taught in class is usually mole in decimeter cube, but you also will need to know a term called molarity, which is big M. So, for example, if you see 4 and then big M, molarity, it's the same thing as 4 mole per decimeter cube. So just keep that in mind. It's the same thing. It's just the unit looks a little funny, but the rest of it should be the same. This is an interesting diagram I found on the internet, which is helpful. You can see the conversion between mass, volume, and the number of particles. Now keep in mind, and then how these connect to mole. Keep in mind, 1 mole of something equals 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. So that's what I mean by you need to know what a mole is. 1 mole of something means 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 of whatever it is you're talking about. You will need to be able to do stoichiometry question. We have done a lot of those stoichiometry questions already. I completely expect you to know how to do the basic ones, just like the ones that you need to use just these triangles to do, okay? The stoichiometry question, meaning the rate. What I a lot of times I said using the ratio. Remember, when you're using the ratio, you're only looking at the coefficients, okay, of a balance equation. Again, there's a diagram down here. This is a good diagram I found on the internet. Essentially, again, just tells you that you convert everything, regardless of what unit is given, into moles, and then you use the ratio to find the mole of something that you want, and then convert it to whatever the question asks you. Keep in mind, we always use volume in decimeter cube as well as centimeter cubes. Now, I know on Friday I taught you guys questions on doing limiting reagents as well as excess reagents. So you need to, again, know how to identify which one is a limiting reagent and which one is the excess. Again, to do that, you will need to find to do that, you will need to be able to find convert everything into moles, both reactants amounts into moles, and then compare. You want to find how many moles, let's just say reagent A, get all used up. How many moles of reagent A you need to get all reagent B to get used up, and vice versa. That's how you identify limiting reagent as well as excess. Last but not least, you need to know percentage yield as well as percentage purity. You need to be able to calculate them and do problems with them. That's about it. I'm still finalizing the length of the test, so make sure you do a lot of practice question. The question that I assigned you guys as an overall review at the end of chapter 6 is a good representation of what your questions will look like. Okay? I might. So make sure you do those questions and make sure you show up tomorrow and Tuesday's class with question to ask me. Good luck on your preparation.